size of me. I don't really get fucked. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Homemade way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get fucked. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Homemade way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get fucked. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Homemade way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get fucked. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Homemade way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
Yeah. Run that
I
back,
fell
turbo.
deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when yet they finding out. I be taking straight losses lately, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. Look. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they consider they pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant evolve. We out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us. Got clarity, longevity like bus and bus. Got too far in this to starve in this, and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch how I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Down and change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this ring. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The Jets now at 2-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. Here's Wilson to throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Wilson. It's complete to Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up first and goal. Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On third and goal, Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On for the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, Catholic.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's third down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Hardman on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cook on the toss left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Ready.
Herbert. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And got his man complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Here's Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's 17-7.
Next to score, Jets 17, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. Bronco switch, go.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
At the 37-yard line.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So the false start will back them up 5. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Cobb. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught here by Metcalf. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
55-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
At the Chargers 2-yard line.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kelly will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, LA.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Jets 24, Chargers 14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Hey, check that.
Wilson on the keeper. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like... defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. This time, Wilson will throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zerline. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. Touchdown, LA. Darius Davis, 79 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Davis now to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, but we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Sit down. Liam. Sit down.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Is no good.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week.